this is what our app store looks like. Now, if you worked on QRadar specifically previously, you would know this app store, but this app store is not just limited to QRadar. You have got multiple products against which these apps are published. So not only QRadar Sim, but you have Guardian, you've got Mass 360, you've got Verify Identity and Access, you've got QRadar Store. There are hundreds and hundreds of apps that have been published against these products. Now, the link of this, Ashish is pasting on the WebEx chat as well for you guys to access. Of course, you need to log in to this app store to be able to download and use all the apps that are present here. Now, what Ashish talked about, the TAP program, the TAP teams, the apps that have been created in conjunction with the TAP team of IBM, they are published under the Technology Partner Apps section. Now, the Technology Partner Apps section, they won't only be helping you to build QRadar apps. There are Mass 360 apps, there are Verify Identity and Access apps as well, which have been built with the help of our TAP team from IBM. Now, if you see, the TAP team have got around 323 different apps, which give you better visibility, better functionality on the different products against which these apps are created. Now, very quickly, I'll talk about the different options that you have over here. So as I right in the beginning, as I said, you have got the different products against which these apps are created. We have also categorized our apps based on the categories, which means that if you're looking at apps which look at escalations, which look at endpoint management, which are extensions and utilities, you can select those categories as well. The content type can also be segregated. The content type is mostly for the QRadar apps, but they can also, in some cases, are applicable for the QRadar Store apps as well. The good thing is most of our IBM security solutions that we have, they are tied against the MITRE attack techniques and tactics. That's why the apps that are published over here, those apps can be built by IBM, can be built by our security expert labs, can be built by our TAP team as well in conjunction with you. Those are mapped against the different MITRE techniques and tactics, and you can as well use or filter those specific apps. So for example, if I want to look at the discovery of the MITRE attack framework, these are the apps related to that. And as you can see, the TAP team have built around 34 different apps just for the discovery phase of the MITRE attack framework. Again, we also have a separate section which talks about the community driven apps. So the community provided applications are basically which have been built by a community of app developers. This is again a bit different from the technology from the TAP team apps. We also have GOS apps which have been built by professional services. The number of apps under the professional services are a bit less, but they have started building apps as well. So what we want to basically, the message that we want to give is, if you are interested in building apps for any of the products that you see here, which you want to run on that app, which on that security solution of IBM, which would give you more functionality, you can as well get in touch with our TAP team, whose email ID we've already pasted on the WebEx chat. As well as if you want to work independently, you can absolutely do that as well. There is a submission portal. If you see over here, which I'm if you put in the submission portal, it kind of takes you to our portal wherein you can publish your own app as well. Of course, Ashish had talked about a validation app, an app validation app as well, which is published here. So if I just search for, I should be able to, there you go. This is the app validation app, which Ashish was talking about. So using this, what you can do is you've built an app together with the TAP team or independently, you can validate whether the app that you've created matches the standards that IBM have using this pre-validation app. Again, once this pre-validation app results come in and you've taken care of all the observations, you can absolutely submit your app as well for publication. Now keep in mind, when you go to the submission portal and you submit an app, this app will be validated by IBM. In the sense, a basic functional testing of the app, as well as we'll make sure that the app doesn't have any drastic performance on the product against which you want to run the app. For example, if it's a QRadar app that you have created and uploaded, we will do a basic functional testing as well as make sure that there are no performance impacts on QRadar when we run that app. Only once those are taken care of, then only this app is published. Generally, it takes few weeks for, after you've submitted an app for validation to IBM, it generally takes few weeks for the app to be validated and then published on this app store. Keep in mind, of course, when I said few weeks, this can take more time if, let's say, IBM finds out some issues with the app and we kind of like get in touch with you to get those issues or those problems fixed. So that was like a quick view of our QRadar as well as our IBM Security Solutions App Store. You can, of course, search for different apps through the search bar here, which I'm not going to go into the details, but I just wanted to quickly show you the power of our TAP team, who have been working with different partners for the last few years. Most of the apps that you see on our App Store are, in fact, have been built by our partners together with our